Okay, so Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm very happy to see you again. Happy that we can start again with our Nectar reading on Saturday morning. Uh, yeah, I think we can immediately start. I will share the screen. Aha. Hmm, okay. So today we are having afternoon pastimes, Paranalila, from 3:36 to 6 p.m. In this particular time of the day, when His Holiness Sachinandana Swami speaks about these times, make two wonderful points that we can take today for the framing of our nectar reading. And Maharaj mentioned that those pastimes are eternally going on, and that we should learn to turn off topics of this world and enter into those pastimes. He said that we have to replace the thoughts of our small life, the small concern, the small things that we are doing into this world, to the bigger perspective or the bigger picture of the pastimes of the Lord. He even speaks of reprogramming our attention from things of this world from the spiritual world. Maharaj also speaks of the small mind and big mind. So in the small mind, we are very preoccupied and very affected by this world. But with the big mind, we can see from a very different perspective. And this big mind, this big vision, when we enter into the pastimes of the Lord, by remembrance, we are actually leaving the small world to enter the big world. He's making another point that very often we hear a lot in Krishna consciousness, but it is difficult to put things in action. It's easy to hear, but it's not easy to do. And there he said that often our knowledge or whatever we receive in Krishna consciousness often remain in the head instead of going to the heart. But in order to get a proper transformation, we need actually to bring this knowledge into the heart space. He gives the example of Sanatana Goswami, who received all the instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he told after that, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all this knowledge I receive is like an ocean. I need now your blessings so that whatever I have heard from you become manifest in my heart. So the best and easy way that we can move this theoretical knowledge into the heart is by revelation, when this knowledge is actually becoming revealed in our heart, when we are blessed by a revelation. And Maharaj said something, quotes Srila Prabhupada, that was once asked, is that all right to ask the Lord for a direct revelation, for a direct darshan? And very often Srila Prabhupada answered that first act in a way that Krishna will see you, don't try to see Krishna directly. But in that particular instant, Prabhupada said that unless the Lord reveals himself to you, how is it possible to go on in devotional service? Meaning that it's actually very, very good to pray to the Lord that He will reveal, unless He's revealing Himself to some extent. How can we continue on doing our spiritual practice? So the first way we can bring our knowledge from the head to the heart is by revelation. And the other way that Maharaj gives is actually by directly hearing about the pastimes of the Lord, by directly bringing our consciousness into the big mind, into the big world, into the real world of Krishna consciousness. And that will actually give us strength, will give us determination, give us enthusiasm to actually apply what we hear in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we will enter into the pastime of today. We will do like we usually do, having first the meditations on different parts of the pastimes, and then we will read together the pastime. First we need to offer our obeisances. That's also very important. So today the Lord Chaitanya will actually be going, moving from the garden where we stayed last time. He will traverse the town of Navadvip with his associates, and then he will come on the banks of the Ganga where there are many saintly persons discussing the Shastras. And therefore we thought, let us already position ourselves on the banks of the Ganga. So please look very carefully at the picture that is in front of you and feel like you are now in Navadvip down on the banks of the Ganga River. Close your eyes and keep the image that you have seen in your consciousness. These are the obeisances, soft sand on the banks of the Ganga. And please pray to your spiritual master, to Srila Prabhupada, that we will be allowed today to enter into the deep world of Chaitanya's pastimes. Slowly enter into the Ganga. Very blissful waves, gently embracing the body, and see the reflection of the sun on the dancing waves. Please offer a few palmfuls of holy water to Ganga, and pray that she will remove all what is from the small world in your mind, so that you can enter the dimension of Chaityanya's pastimes. Three dips, the water, observe nicely all the banks of the Yamuna, flowering trees, and the sounds of birds, and smell the beautiful fragrance of the flowers. Slowly come out of the water. heart is grateful for this experience. You feel your heart is like the heart of a child who is just simply happy and has forgotten everything else in the world. And now open your eyes again. And here is Lord Chaitanya, amazingly beautiful Lord Chaitanya, with long arms, having his garlands, dancing as he walks. Please observe all the details, how his shadow is, his pink bells on his feet. And now, keeping this image of Lord Chaitanya in our minds, we will read the first description of Lord Chaitanya, the object of our first meditation. And maybe Vital, if you would like to read it.
Yes. Just a minute. Okay. There is some box which I am not really able to read. I don't know. It's loading virtual background.
Okay. Otherwise, we could ask someone else if you cannot get
First, only three words I cannot. He's golden, and what's there next? Now it's okay.
his
Yeah.
golden body is very
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. His golden body is very tall and graceful like lotus in spotless waters. His arms, reaching knees, sway back and forth as he walks. They appear as lotus stems. His curling hairs are so lovely that they mesmerize the entire universe. His savvy looks swing like a swarm of bumblebees, and the chandan tilak upon his forehead diffuses rays just like a nectar moon.
thank you.
He,
One more time, yes.
his golden body is very tall and graceful like a lotus in spotless waters. His arms, reaching the knees, sway back and forth as he walks. They appear as lotus stems. His curling hairs are so lovely that they mesmerize the entire universe. His savvy looks swings like a swarm of bumblebees, and the chandan tilak upon his forehead diffuses rays just like a nectar moon.
Now we can close our eyes and we can remember the picture we were seeing as Vital read for the last time the quotation.
His golden body is very tall and graceful like a lotus in spotless waters. His arms, reaching the knees, sway back and forth as he walks. They appear as lotus stems. His curling hairs are so lovely that they mesmerize entire universe. His savvy locks swing like a swarm of bumblebees, and the chandan tilak upon his forehead diffuses rays just like a nectar moon.
You? And this is Lord Chaitanya and his associates who are entering the town of Navadvip while doing kirtan. So let us also observe this picture very nicely. Nityananda and Gadadhar on the side of Chaitanya Prabhu. And notice how they wear the chador, smiles. Next. Would you like to read it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, there is some voice from the background. So is it okay if I read like this?
Yeah, it's not so good actually.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we can hear the sound behind. Otherwise, maybe Nikunja Biharini, if you could read.
People travel on the roads of Nadia, and they all gaze incessantly upon the face of Gauranga. Here and there are Kadamba and Bakula trees, surrounded by splendorous sitting platforms. The town has marketplaces, entrances, and country courtyards, packed with dense crowds of celestial people. In the center of town are many mango trees and blossoming flower gardens. Surrounding the town are the flowing currents of the Ganges. People travel on the roads of Nadia, and they all gaze incessantly upon the face of Gauranga. Here and there are Kadamba and Bakula trees, surrounded by splendorous sitting platforms. The town has marketplaces, entrances, and courtyards packed with dense crowds of celestial people. In the center of town are many mango trees and blossoming flower gardens. Surrounding the town are the flowing currents of the Ganges.
Now, close our eyes and try to see it in our mind's eyes.
People travel on the roads of Nadia, and they all gaze incessantly upon the face of Gauranga. Here and there are Kadamba and Bakula trees, surrounded by splendorous sitting platforms. The town has marketplaces, entrances, and courtyards packed with dense crowds of celestial people. In the center of town are many mango trees and blossoming flower gardens. Surrounding the town are the flowing currents of the Ganges.
Okay, and that's will be the last meditation for today, or not the last, but the third meditation. We see one such a beautiful picture, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the cows on the side of the Ganga. You can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's expression that is deeply absorbed, most probably remembering his pastimes as a cowboy. So take a beautiful screenshot of this picture in your consciousness. And we will do the last meditation. I don't know, is Sven, if you would like, if you are able to read it.
Numerous herds of cows are entering the town, tended by countless cowboys. Many calves playfully follow behind with their tails raised aloft. Seeing this scene brings great delight to Gaurachandra's heart, and with a soft voice he calls out the name of Krishna's cows. Oh, white Davali, oh, Pishangi, Manikastani, Amsi, Bamsi Priya. Numerous herds of cows are entering the town, tended by countless cowboys. Many calves playfully follow behind, with their tails raised aloft. Seeing this scene brings great delight to Gorachandra's heart, and with a choked voice, he calls out the names of Krishna's cows. Oh, White Davalin! Oh, Pishangi! Manikastani! Amsi! Bamsi Priya!
Close our eyes, try to see it. You can also try to keep the picture we were seeing before in our consciousness.
Numerous herds of cows are entering the town, tended by countless cowboys. Many calves playfully follow behind, with their tails raised aloft. Seeing this scene brings great delight to Gorachandra's heart, and with a choked voice, he calls out the names of Krishna's cows. Oh, White Davali! Tishangi! Manikastani! Amsi! Bamshipriya!
Okay, so I think now we are fully ready for the reading. Punjabi Harini, who would like to start the reading?
Gauranga Lilamrita, Aparachna Lila, afternoon pastimes, 3:36 till 6 p.m. During this splendidly beautiful afternoon, become equally maddened in ecstatic love. As ecstasy begins to overwhelm him, tears of love come from his eyes and goosebumps appear like a swarm of bees all over his body. As the Lord and his devotees chant and dance like this, they become ornamented with the symptoms of ecstasy and expand auspicious benefits for all the three worlds. In this mood, they leave the gardens and travel back towards his home. On the way, they satisfy the eyes of all the townspeople, just as the moon satisfies the chakora bird with its moonbeams. Reaching home, the Lord is bathed with loving attentions by his mother. I thus meditate on the daily pastimes of Gaura. The Lord tours the town of Navadvipa. Lord Chaitanya has just ended his pastimes in the beautiful gardens of Navadvipa. In that garden, there were, amongst many other wonders, a female and a male parrots, who had called out, Jai Shachinandana! Glory to the life and soul of Narahari and Gadadhara! Glory, glory to He who has manifested all these desire-fulfilling trees! Glory, glory to Radha and Krishna, who have united in one form. Then Gadadhara smiles and sweetly addresses the Lord. The late afternoon time is approaching. Such a mother is very anxious. Smiles and sweetly. Understood, sorry. Gadadhara smiles and sweetly addresses the Lord. The late afternoon time is approaching. Such a mother is very anxious for you. She has labored to make many fine edibles. Arranging them nicely on a golden plate, she waits and watches on the path for your return. Hearing these words of Gadadhara, Mahaprabhu says, "Let us go," and proceeds on his tour of the town, accompanied on his side by Nityananda and Gadadhara. Following behind is the assembly of devotees whose minds are all filled with bliss and they walk pleasantly. The chanting enters the town like a monsoon cloud, drenching all in the deluge of the love of God. People come to the doorway and the vision of Gaurachandra's form of love decorates their hearts. Waves of ecstasy reverberate throughout the universe, pacifying humans, demigods, and demons alike. His golden body is very tall and graceful like a lotus in spotless waters. His arms, reaching the knees, sway back and forth as he walks. They appear as lotus stems. His curling hair are so lovely that they mesmerize the entire universe. His wavy locks swing like a swarm of bumblebees, and the Chandan tilak upon his forehead diffuses rays just like a nectar moon. Fixing the flower arrows of his restless eyes upon the bow of his eyebrows, he instantly pierces the hearts of the women by his mere glance. The smile on his moon-like face showers the rains of sweet ambrosia. Jeweled Mahari-shaped earrings swing on his ears. The splendor of his neck and waist conquers that of a lion. On his broad chest sway jeweled pearl necklaces and matchless jasmine garlands. His limbs are nicely smeared with Malayan sandalwood paste. His clothing and ornaments enrapture the entire universe. Okay. Description of the town. Again? No?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
because we do not have, or maybe we could ask Vital to read maybe the next one.
Okay. Description of the town. Sri Chaitanya enters into Nadia, and as the people hear of it, women, men, young and old, all run to see him. The sand on the road is white as the lotus flower, and on both sides rise lofty palaces of pure white luster. Multicolor banners with golden lotus symbols are touching the sky as they blow in the wind. The gates to the houses are festooned with swinging jasmine garlands. As the women who live along with the road, hearing that Gaurang is transferring, ascend their rooftops with great desire to behold him. Their jeweled necklaces appears rise like rising stars, and the waves of their smiles are striking of the lighting. Their s- soft voices is like clouds, sweet gentle rambling, and their eyes are like lotuses in the pond of affection. People travel on the roads of Nadia, and they gaze incessantly upon the face of Gaurang. Here and there are Kadamba and Bakula trees surrounded by splendorous sitting platforms. The town has marketplaces, entrances, and the courtyard packed with dense crowds of celestial people. In the center of town there are many mango trees and blossoming flower gardens. Surrounding the town are flowing currents of Ganga. Mahaprabhu sits on the banks of Ganga. Mahaprabhu proceeds on the path to Ganga. Arriving on its bank, he sits down near a bathing ghat. The bank of Ganga shines with very beautiful meadows where many trees grow. There are peacocks, cuckoos, and many bees flying amongst flower fields in thick swamps. The bathing ghat is paved step by step in stone slabs, with countless Shiva shrines on the upper level. Sitting here is Gauranga Sundar. His form of Madan Mohan is captivating to all. His charming face is continuously marked with smiles as he jokes and converses with his own associates. All the women who had come to get water from the river give up their shyness and gaze continuously upon his face. As soon as they behold Gaurachandra, some who were already carrying jugs full of water on top of their head had their hands slipping and jugs fell upon ground. Here and there are uncountable Bhattacharyas and their students are congregating and discussing the scripture among themselves. What grand splendor is manifest on both sides of Ganga. Especially brilliant is the appearance of Gaurachandra.
Thank you. Maybe we can ask Prajanti to read the last part.
Sitting on the bench of Sri Sachinandana, surrounded on four sides by his disciples. It is just like Srinanda Kumar on the bank of the Yamuna, having fun among his cowboy friends. Krishnachandra has now taken his cowboy friends and sport numerous pranks in the form of a Brahmana on the bank of the Ganga. Those people who happen to look upon his face there at the river obtain an absolutely indescribable type of happiness. Affected by Mahaprabhu's extremely potent and masterful influence, all the people on the bank of the Ganga warmly embrace each other. Fortunate people watch as they surround him on all sides, for by Mahaprabhu's power, all of Navadvip is free from misery. Thus, in the company of the devotees, Sri Sachinandana offers obeisances to the Ganga and proceeds home. Gora travels on the main road in Himalaya during the time of the cow's return home. Numerous herds of cows are entering the town, tended by countless cowboys. Many calves playfully follow behind with their tail raised aloft. Seeing this scene brings great delight to Gora's Chandra's heart, and with a choked voice he calls out the names of Krishna's cows. Oh White Davali, oh Pishangi, Manikasani, Amsi, Vansipriya. Thousands of Brahmana boys proceed towards their home, making a tumultuous commotion as they recite and hear scriptural verses. Mahaprabhu returns to his own home and sits down as his devotees all go and return to their homes. Then the bliss of Sachdevi's heart swells up as she sees the face and of her dear son. The ocean of her happiness overflows. Slowly and quietly, she comes and sits before him. Overpowered with affection, she wipes his wounds with her own cloth. Just like Mother Yashoda, lovingly pampering Shri Krishna. Other than this comparison, there is none within the three worlds.
So we can now close our eyes and we will review this pastime. We will leave the small world and go to the big world of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And start our meditation by seeing Lord Chaitanya and his associate in this beautiful garden where we have spent most of the afternoon. You can hear the parrots glorifying Lord Chaitanya. And we see Gadadhar informing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Sachidevi is waiting for him. He has prepared already beautiful edibles. Lord Chaitanya said, let's go. They all start to walk in the direction of the Their bodies are ornamented with priceless jewels, ecstasy. Gaurachandra's golden body is very tall and graceful, like a lotus in spotless water. His arm, reaching the knees, sway back and forth as he walks. They appear as lotus stems. His wavy locks swing like a swarm of bumblebees, and his chandan tilak on his forehead diffuses rays like a nectar moon. See as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered this beautiful town, which has white sand, how all the people are watching and feasting on the beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. See Chaitanya Chandra going to the banks of the Ganga. I think many Bhattacharyas that are discussing these pictures. Shiva shrines. Remember how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sits along with his associates and disciples on the shore of the Ganga. He looks like Cupid and discuss and joke with all his associates. And see some women who give up all their shyness to gaze at his beautiful form. And some are so moved that even the water pots on their heads slip and fall down. And see Mahaprabhu now standing again. He's like Nanda Kumar on the banks of the Yamuna, having fun amongst his cowboy friends. Krishna Chandra has now taken his cowboy friends and sport numerous pranks in the form of a brahmana on the banks of the Ganga. And see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walking on the path, and suddenly all numerous cows, followed by the small calves, the cowermans, are on the pathway. Immediately Mahaprabhu remember his time as a cowboy and called his cows, Ishangi, Davali, Ramshipriya. Mahaprabhu has said goodbye to his friends and associates who go to their own boat, and he enters his own house. And Sachdevi is overwhelmed by love, seeing her son and come and sit in front of him. She wiped his body from the dust, and Mother Yashoda will pamper her own son Krishna. We can end this meditation by offering some prayer for spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, and pray that the spiritual world ever reside in our heart, that we can remember those beautiful pastimes as often as possible. Hare Krishna, thank you all for joining us today. It's very nice pastime. There is one place I would like to read again that I found is actually very nice. That actually all the peoples that were on the bank of the Ganga, they actually, after seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they warmly embraced each other because they were just so much amazed and affected by the beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And all Navadvip was free from misery. So I hope this session of today is also going to do the same. After this session, whoever we meet, we will give them a good hug and we will share the happiness of our hearts for having associated with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today in this meditation. So we thank you for joining us. I don't know if any one of you have something they would like to share from today's session. Yes, Punjabi Hari.
Thank you very much for these beautiful sessions. It's really opportunity to focus attention on the Lord, not on anything else. I just was wondering when we were reading this beautiful body of Gauranga, it is it was I was just I had a thought that before Krishna, it doesn't look like Krishna was calculating somehow intellectually which kind of form he could take in this Kali Yuga. I don't know. It was somehow yes, these feelings when he entered the heart of Radharani and her mood and took her mood, but external or internal energy of the Lord, this as a service gave this body to him somehow. It is maybe it is out. So it is. I don't know. I'm asking. It is just my speculation, like this form, because we know that this current Dakashaya Vishnu gives opportunity for Lord to like he himself to have this this form, some form which appears for somebody as material, but it is not material. But also, and in this case, I just cannot. I was wondering how this beautiful form could appear. It is not some intellectual creation. Yes.
Very nice, very nice. I think that's the beauty when we can keep our consciousness connected with the Lord and meditate on the Lord. then we might get access into different layers of the personality of the Lord. I was remembering that sometimes also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in external consciousness, sometimes he was in internal consciousness, sometimes he was somewhere in between. And definitely when he is in this inner consciousness, he's fully as Radharani, looking for Krishna everywhere and in deep longing. But because we don't hear of that in this pastime, most probably is in middle consciousness, where he remember himself playing with the cowboys on the Ganga. He remembers the cows and see his own cows and call for them. But he's maybe not at that stage, according to the description, deeply in the mood of Radharani, calling for looking for Krishna everywhere. But it's very nice that when we meditate like this, we can actually access deeper into connecting deeper on who is that person, and understanding he is not an ordinary human being. He do not have like just a material form. We get some descriptions that help us to comprehend, but when you can feel that it's beyond the material, it's actually a beautiful gift of the meditation. It's very nice. Jean, do you want to say something more on this one?
I mean, I was in the first day that some or other when the Lord has this whatever he's desiring is manifesting by his own shaktis and this possibly also when he as you say he enters within himself and the extension of the other one like this. So it's kind of his own shaktis, they manifest this beautiful form. But I also remember like what we were saying, what we were reading before, that Srila Prabhupada says also that and our spiritual master as well, that we need to go from the head to the heart. And then he was saying that by revelation, we need revelation, and that how our heart is touched. In the lecture of Satyananda Maharaj was also saying that that's why we are also doing this kind of reading, that they are also like touching our heart, and then this revelation can come. So sometimes also there are also things that we cannot grasp just with our own. It doesn't. What let's say the mechanism of the spiritual world, not even mechanism, but what happens in the spiritual world, there it's not like the way this world is functioning. So it's also that's why it's a revelation in the yeah, something also as we advance, we can it has to be revealed by the Lord. We can try to understand it, but it's a revelation in the heart of the Lord. So ready to was say so ready to have this kind of thoughts, it's kind of yeah, the heart has been touched and the Lord is only appearing, and it's a different way of we cannot conceptualize or
Nice gift. Okay, so I thank everyone for this beautiful session. I hope that it will stay in our heart at least today, as often as possible. And when the late afternoon comes, this is our time to remember. All the best. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.